I'm back, guys. I need to finish a video that I started. I'm going to add this part two on it. Yes, I have on a different outfit because I needed to finish the thought. This is how I ended the last video. The problem becomes when the other spouse refuses to change. And I think because, I'm getting a lot of questions. You guys know I'm in a different season in my life. And once you grow in God, you can't deny the growth. You can't deny that you put your life before the word and it doesn't add up and it doesn't line up with the word of God. And when you have two spouses together and one grows and one doesn't, and then you got, and in this video specifically, I'm talking about health, okay? You're supposed to be there no matter what. But I'm not talking about the there are some diseases and things that come about the body, but here's what my issue with some of this is. A lot of what we have to deal with in our latter years when it comes to health, guys, is the choices that we've made in the past. And if you've been in a long-term relationship and maybe you grew together, maybe you got married out of high school or you got married during that season and you kind of grew together, right? Somebody grew and somebody didn't, and somebody kept up with the bad habits and so forth and so on. So now it's like I said in the previous video, it's doctor's appointments, it's clogged arteries, it's this, it's that, it's this. At the same time, you have empathy, but you see the choices being made on a daily basis. What do you do with that? And you're making choices that are just opposite of that. Doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you better. It just means that you woke up and you say, you know what? I don't want to live like that. So yes, I'm going to eat right. I'm not perfect, but I'm going to eat right because I don't want to be in doctor's offices every month and 15, 20 medications and all of that. So I wanted to have that discussion. Something triggered it. I am in the midst of my book. Something triggered it. And I said, you know what? I don't know if I've ever talked about that because the red flags were always there and we choose to ignore them. Or we think that we do one or two things. We think they're going to change and they're going to give up the red flag, or we think we can live with it as long as we mitigate the risk is what we what we call. Let's talk about smoking, for instance. Mitigating that risk means don't smoke around me. But we never thought about the fact that just because they're smoking, that somewhere 20, 30 years down the road, you got to take care of that person. And the challenge with that becomes you're that person's partner, but you're healthy. You've made some better decisions and you're healthy. So do you not travel the world? Do you not do purpose? Okay? And some of you guys know why I'm having this conversation and some of you don't. But something God said to me one day that shook me at my core. He said, you have two choices, my daughter. You can either sacrifice the relationship for the purpose, or you can sacrifice the purpose that I gave you for a relationship you created. So, with that being said, love you guys. Ta.